Happy February and happy Black History Month. My name is Davon Rees. I am the CEO and founder of Vester, which is a crowdfunding platform, as well as co-owner of 3 hotels across 2 different states. And hey, my goal is to get more people, particularly Black people and women, into hotel ownership. And so I made a goal to myself every week that I'm going to show up with a video with different subjects, as well as having special guests as well. So today I want to actually start you off with a Black history fact, right? So for the month of February, that's what I do. So the first Black owned hotel was actually the Warmley Hotel in the DC area in 1896. So there is a Black history fact for you. So a lot of times people didn't know that hotels, Black people been owning hotels since the late 1800s. And so this is nothing new. It's just that after desegregation, a lot of Black people stayed at hotels that they normally couldn't stay at. And so a lot of the Black hotels closed up, and they couldn't keep up with a lot of the Black people leaving and staying at different hotels that they normally wouldn't have access to because of the color of their skin. So that is my Black history hotel fact for today. Also, I am wearing my Beyonce shirt. If you don't know this by now, but I am a huge Beyonce fan. I love Beyonce. And she actually won 3 Grammys this past Grammy on Sunday. She won a country duo with Miley Cyrus, her Most Wanted, and she won Country Album of the Year. So she's the first Black woman to do so. And she also won the Album of the Year, which she has been, I think she should have got eliminated, but this is something that she's worked really hard for, and so many other artists who won it even thought that she should have deserved it. So the fact that she deserved it, and she was able to bring her daughter on stage, I think everything's happened for a reason. And she basically disrupted an industry that started off being primarily derived from the Black culture. And so she came in, and I actually love the Cowboy Carter albums. A couple songs on it that I love. And so you probably think, like, what does it have to do with hotels? So every week I'm going to be talking to you about different things, including hotels. Just talking about so many different things. So if you have any topics that you want to talk about, please let me know in the comments, and I would love to talk about it, or any special guests, so that way we can have them as well. But going back to my favorite Beyonce. Right, so I love Beyonce. I love her work ethic. I swear, like, she just makes me feel like I'm so lazy because the amount of things that she's able to get accomplished. And one thing I've noticed about her is that she's been consistent throughout her journey, with her launches, with her hard work ethic, with her experience. Like, I went to several Beyonce concerts. I waited 4 hours to see her. Okay, I went to the Made in America festival in Philadelphia. I don't know if you've been to a festival, but when you go to a festival, there's no seating, so you just kind of stand anywhere. So we had to wait. So we were seeing a lot of different acts before her. That's I heard of Imagine Dragons, which I actually like them, by the way, because I wanted to wait and get a good spot to see her. And so I feel like I'm running to be here because I waited 4 hours to see her. But she just been consistent with her work ethic, her drive, her performances, I've been to other concerts, and I'm like, okay, now I see why I pay that much for Beyonce. Because the level of detail, the level of professionalism, the level of perfectionist in her concerts, in her experience, you can definitely see the quality, right? I've been to some concerts where I paid, and I was like, this is it? Like, you couldn't even, did you practice? And so she just makes me want to be a better person and a better professional and more of a hard worker. So just seeing her accept that award with her daughter and her husband, and it is especially during Black History Month. So it's a good way to start off Black History Month, because as a Black person, we're often told that we have to work twice as hard to even get half of what our counterparts, or folks who are not our color, to get. And she is the epitome of that, because she received the most nominations, most Grammys, both man or woman, and she's just now receiving the album of the year. And so it's been many years where her song was #1 in every video, and it was everywhere, and it still didn't receive song of the year, video of the year. And so it just shows she kept going, and she was consistent. And I love how, you know, she not only created a country album and added her spin to it, but she allowed other people, the underdogs, to come in, and she shared her platform for them, so that way, because she knows how hard it is and how hard it was for her to come through. So that's why I'm a huge fan of Beyonce. Look, I even got my my sacred my sacred jacket, and I got my candle and shampoo and stuff at home. So I'm a huge Beyonce fan, and I can't wait to see her in concert for Cowboy Carter. All right, so let's talk about my upcoming events. All right, well, actually, before we get to upcoming events, let's talk about some news in the hotel industry. So Choice and Westgate, now you can stay at, well, Westgate, which is a privately owned timeshare. I'm getting my information from Hotel News Now, co-star. Check out my podcast, Next Gen Logic. Episode just came out. And now you can book your Westgate or timeshares on Choice's platform now. And just broaden that base. So look, for those who don't know anything about hotels, the rewards program is truly a must. It helps the consumer base, it helps the brand base. And so by adding a place where, you know, guests can accumulate points, you know, through stays, through Choice, and now they can use it as a timeshare. And that's a lot of times what people do. You know, I have a lot of points with Hilton, and so, you know, I would use it, you know, if I go to Australia or Belize or something like that, you know, for, you know, a resort or something. And that's typically what people do. They work and then they use it for something else. So that is some of the latest news in the hotel space. All right, so upcoming events. This Saturday, or February 8th, I'm having another webinar, Falling in Love with Real Estate, and we're going to be talking about hotels, of course. Next week, on February 11th, I'm going to have a real estate meetup with my business partner and friend, Mike Ely, and from 6 to 9. So if you need a link, let me know in the comments. On February 22nd, I have another webinar, Building Black Wealth in Hotel Ownership and Through Real Estate, on February 22nd at 2:22. So anybody who's in the numbers, I'm in the number 2. So 2:22, that's a number. Pull it up. Let's see, numerology, that's what it's called. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. I'm going to pull it up. Angel number. So it means message of balance, harmony, and trust in a universe, encouraging you to maintain positive thoughts and faith. So that's why we're having something on 2:22 at 2:22 p.m. And then on February 2025, February 25th, 2025, we're going to have a Black History Month event for Vester. So all that information linked below. Can't wait to see you all next week as I bring you more information of what's going on in the hotel space, getting into the hotel space, and just anything. All right, see you next time. Bye.